Festival is coming up this weekend at the North Market. It is for folks who obviously enjoy an occasional glass of wine or two.
Or 6.
Or 3. And they do take their wine very seriously. Wine is a thing.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
It's a huge industry in Ohio, and there's more to it, of course, than just opening the bottle and pouring that out for friends. Jen Burton is here from the Barrel and Bottle this morning with a look at some of the ways that you can make the most of your favorite bottle. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Jen.
So more than just doing the cork thing, and you know, for a lot of folks, a corkscrew is a challenge because some of them are goofy.
Yeah, it can be hard.
The corkscrews, not the people.
Oh.
But I mean, some of them are really difficult. So technique is everything.
It is.
So you're going to show us some little tried and true techniques?
I am.
You
I
have
brought
some
gadgets.
gadgets.
Brought a couple little gadgets to show.
What do we have here on the table?
These are just some wines from the Winery up in the Lake Erie region. That's a
Nice.
popular region in Ohio. Good climate for growing grapes.
And you know, a lot of people don't think Ohio wines when they think wine. It's come a long way,
Absolutely.
hasn't it? Yeah.
There's more than 20 wineries in Ohio. There's probably more like 30 now. There's a lot of little ones that you can't get. They only just self-distribute. So, but you can get a lot of them, and we do sell all of the wines that'll be at the festival this weekend in the shop.
Okay.
Well, and mead is getting more popular too, and so you add them to the list.
You're a mead
and
man.
I'm a big mead fan. All right, so let's run over here. You've got some examples here of what to use to make this happen. How do we make it easy?
So what I brought is a foil cutter, a double hinge wine service, and a pour spout aerator.
All right.
A foil cutter is a pretty classy tool, I think. My dad actually is the only person I know that uses one.
That way?
You squeeze it.
Squeeze
you
and
twist,
turn.
and it makes a really nice, clean cut on the
Doesn't
bottle.
it make you nuts when people open a bottle and don't take the
yeah.
foil off? It
It's
makes
terrible.
me
They
crazy.
just punch right through it.
It can also cut your skin, the thicker ones.
And it puts a taste in the wine.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it will.
All right.
So, and this is what, we sell a bunch of these to servers and bartenders in the city. There's also a foil cutter on here, but you can use this one, but I really like the foil cutter on itself. But this is a double hinge wine service. So when you open a bottle of wine, you always want to have the label presented to whomever is tasting the wine.
Okay.
You put the corkscrew in on an angle.
Not straight in. You put it on an angle.
On an angle.
I never knew that.
And the double hinge is great because you do it sort of halfway up, then all the way up.
Look at
and
you.
it's very hard to
your
break
first
a
bottle,
cork.
Jen?
Yeah,
First one
ever.
Yeah,
that's good.
So, all right, when you're doing the you didn't know the angle thing either.
I didn't
That's
know
the
that.
first time. What
So
does
you don't
that
know
do?
anybody that puts the bottle between their feet
Oh,
like I do?
I do, if, if it's the right time and
I
place.
thought I was the
but-
only one.
Yeah, no, it happens.
I've even seen people actually like bash a rock, with a pad
you can bang it
underneath,
against a shoe
or
or something.
bang it against a shoe, and it'll eventually just push the cork out.
All right, so now that
you're
it's open,
really desperate.
what's the actual time you should allow something to breathe?
Well, honestly, I tell people when they leave the shop, if it's 5 o'clock, go ahead and open if it's red, go ahead and open it right when you get home if you're having it for dinner that evening, because you really want wine to be able to breathe. Air is great for wine.
What does it take out of wine?
It just softens the edges, basically. When you mix oxygen with the wine, it just makes everything better. The subtle nuances come out. We sell these mini aerators, which are great. You've probably seen the real tech aerators that people pour. It makes a crazy noise. It goes down into another bottle.
Right.
But these are great. These are $10 at the Barrel and Bottle, and it serves as dual purpose. It serves as a little pour spout and an aerator. Goes in the bottle.
Oh, wow.
So we'll use one of our little.
Oh, and it does.
And it does a little
gurgly
gurgly goo right in the middle there, and it's getting some air to it. And
then you can let it sit there for a while too.
You could let it sit there for a while.
That's a lot of self-control.
Yeah, right.
Let that
And just
sit there.
watch it and not drink it.
Okay, good. Whatever, Jen.
But it makes a less expensive bottle of wine drink a little nicer and softer. And
real quickly, because we do want to tell people, if you are going to recork, or can you, and assume that it's still going to taste okay?
You can even drink a bottle, 2 days later. You'll be able to smell if it's off.
Is
obviously.
that the longest amount of time?
It just depends on the wine.
Okay.
But, if it tastes okay to you, that's all right. You can drink it.
As long as it tastes good to you, we're all set. That's the way to do it. Don't forget the Wine Festival at the North Market is coming up July 11th through 13th. That's this weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, $20 to get in the door if you buy your tickets in advance, $25 if you show up there. I'll be there Friday night.
I know what I'm doing.
Gonna do a little pouring, and so we'll have a good time. I'm gonna be, I believe, right, with the folks at Brothers Drake? Sweet.
He's a mead man.
Yes, indeed.
I'm a wine girl. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Coming up next on Good Day Columbus, don't tap on the glass.
A woman finds out the hard way what happens when you do. Tapping on the glass?
Cheers. I'll tap on this glass.